It's that time again. Fantasy football time. Hallelujah. I'm so pumped for fantasy football, and this is my first football video of the season. And let's get started. Here are my quarterback rankings for this year. And remember, follow me on Twitter at FantasySports7. To number one of the quarterbacks, these three guys are head and shoulders above everyone else. Peyton Manning, he's in his own class, but Drew Brees and Aaron Rodgers are not far behind Manning. So I don't think Manning will be as good as he was last year, but he will still be the best quarterback. He was ridiculous last year. Probably one of the best seasons ever for any NFL player, and definitely the best season for a quarterback ever. So hard to repeat that, but these two guys will put up numbers and help your fantasy team. To number two, this is probably where I would get my quarterback, either tier 2 or 3. Andrew Luck, I think, is ahead of Stafford and Newton. Most people don't see that, but he doesn't turn the ball over that much. He throws for a lot of yards. He can run pretty decent, almost 400 rush yards projected. And he's going to score a lot of touchdowns. And Matt Stafford puts up more yards, but he'll turn the ball over more. He projected 8 more interceptions than Luck, so I'd rather go with the safe pick and Luck. Cam Newton, you know what you're going to get. A good amount of touchdowns, a lot of rushing yards. Not that many pass yards, but he's a very good fantasy quarterback. And RG3, he had a fantastic rookie year. Took a step back last year, and I think he's going to be back up where he was in the rookie year. His knee brace is off. He's a new offensive coordinator and head coach that should run the offense better. He's healthier, and he has more wide receivers, more weapons around him with the Deshaun Jackson acquisition. I think he's going to have a very good year, and that's why I put him in this tier. Tier 3 is also very good. Tom Brady, Russell Wilson, they're consistent as it gets. You know what you're going to get. Very productive fantasy players. Tom Brady had kind of a down year last year, but again, I think he's going to rebound well. He still put up some pretty good numbers, and I still think he's going to have a very good year this year. Number 10 now, Nick Foles. He's the wild card. He had a fantastic year last year. Like, he put up amazing numbers in the Philadelphia Eagles offense. He was like throwing touchdown. Remember that game when he had 7 touchdowns? Yeah, he was ridiculous. Can he repeat that? Probably, but we don't know for sure. And that's why he's only 10. He should be fine, but I would just get a good backup just in case he doesn't pan out. But he had an incredible year, and I would bet on that again. Number 11, Colin Kaepernick. Same thing, you know what you're going to get. A lot of rush yards, good amount of touchdowns. Tier 4 is also a very good tier. Last year, I mixed and matched with people in tier 4. I had Rivers, Romo, and Cutler. I would just swap them in and out if they had a good matchup, and it worked really well. I won the Super Bowl. And Matt Ryan is going to have a fantastic year this year for the Falcons, so you should get him. Rivers, Romo, they do the same thing. They put up a lot of yards and a lot of touchdowns. They should be very good for your team. Manziel is the wild card here. Whew, I can't wait to see what he does. People are projecting him too low. He's going to be the starter. There's no way, whatever his name is, Brian Hoyer starts over him. Johnny Manziel will start, and he will put up a lot of rushing yards, and he's going to score a lot of touchdowns. Now, he'll probably throw a lot of interceptions, but you can deal with that. He's going to be very dynamic in this Cleveland offense, and if Josh Gordon doesn't get suspended, I have Manziel even higher. So, I definitely think you should draft him. Maybe not as your starter, maybe as a backup, but definitely get him. Tier 5 are the solid quarterbacks, maybe in deeper leagues that can help your team, or maybe there's bench players to get. Dalton put up 30 plus touchdowns last year and 4,000 yards. Like, he's a good quarterback. He just turns the ball over a little too much for my taste. Big Ben, Alex Smith, consistent. They put up good numbers every year. And Eli Manning, he had a terrible year last year. He had more interceptions than touchdowns, and he still put up his yards and touchdowns, but I don't know. I would stay away from him, but if he's your backup, I think that's a pretty good backup. Like, he could end up having a very good year, 4,000 yards, maybe 28 touchdowns, 14 picks, and then you got a steal in the late rounds, but I wouldn't get him as your starter, no way. In tier 6, are guys that, the filler guys, they'll probably be on the waiver wire. These guys you should watch out for, because they can make some fancy headlines if they play well over the course of the year. You can pick them up if you have like an injured player or something. Ryan Tannehill, he's improving every year he's been in the league. Jake Locker, I think he's going to have a big year for Tennessee. Carson Palmer does the same thing every year. 4,000 yards, 20-something touchdowns, 15 or more picks. Yeah, he does a lot of picks, but oh well. Number 24, Josh McCown. He had a great year for Chicago last year, or a great half year, and then Cutler came back, and now he's a full-time starter with the Bucks, and they have a lot of weapons. They have Mike Williams and Jackson out there, so I think he can produce a lot for your team. Thank you for watching, and again, follow me on Twitter at FantasySports7.